All right, what's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. We grinding. Blessings to the brothers and sisters out there. Shout out to General Pendant already in the building. Mir Shula, what's going on? Um, Talk a little bit about Regis, Prograis, and the Josh Taylor, uh, Inoue, and also we're gonna talk a little bit about yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. Undercard is looking better than any other card PBC put on this year. But yeah, let's get it in about Regis and Josh Taylor and Inoue. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people knew who Inoue was before today. I know a lot of hardcore. I know a lot of hardcore brothers around the boxing community knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Usually, most brothers don't pay no attention to smaller weight classes. They don't pay no attention to fighters that don't come on their show or do interviews with them, or they don't care about fighters pretty much internationally unless it got something to do with a brother. Um, like I said, I follow a lot of different weight classes that I don't speak on as much on the channel, but I do try to touch on every little element. But Naye, Inoue, the monster, is a fucking problem. Manuel Rodriguez was a really good, strong prospect from Puerto Rico. You know, E-Man East was going on, Fred Jackson, C4 was going on. Inoue was a solid, is just, he moving up in weight, bruh. You know, he just came to 118 pounds, and he was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Chocolito, and obviously Chocolito got knocked out. He'd have killed him. You know, Rodriguez was 5'6", 6'6" and a half inch reach. But Inoue only 5'5". He got 67.5 inch reach. He 26 years old. Rodriguez was 26 years old. Trying to see who technically. Yeah, Rodriguez is older, but Inoue is a problem. Inoue is pound for pound the number two best puncher in the game. He's definitely pound for pound a top fighter. And if he win a tournament, he moving into my pound for pound top five. I think it's the second weight class. He a problem. I mean, if you just not seeing him today, if you haven't seen a knockout, like, dude can crack. It ain't just he can crack. He can go to the body, work up downstairs. He got that once in a generational type power. You know, just think of Wilder right hand and the power he possessed as a bantamweight. And he out there like Rodriguez, you know, he switched speeds on Rodriguez, man. If you paid attention to that fight, you know what to look for sometimes, or you know, it's in the eyes of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? What to look for. I'm not telling you, oh, because I seen one thing, you didn't see one thing. I was watching the Taylor fight, and me and Callie was talking. Shout out to the Callie, and we was talking. He was seeing something different. I'm like, yeah, I see something different than he was seeing, but we ain't gonna always see the same thing. And the thing about Inoue is that he baited Emmanuel Rodriguez. If anybody paid attention, Rodriguez felt comfortable with the power. He felt comfortable. You know, the first round, Inoue was just touching him. He wasn't, you know, trying to really hurt him per se in the first round. If he hurt him trying to soften the blow, he hypnotized. He made Rodriguez feel comfortable in what he was in the ring with. So Rodriguez was like, he probably went to the corner. You know, the first thing they ask you when you fight a puncher, and you come back to the corner, and how is his power? How is his power? And I didn't hear what his corner said, but I'm thinking his corner, he was like, yeah, his power ain't that bad. And when he came out there, he was trying to be aggressive. See, Rodriguez wasn't trying to be aggressive to the point where he was fighting back. You ever see guys that be getting hurt and they be getting beat up and they just fighting back? Everything they do is they fighting back. He hit you, I'm gonna hit you back. They never take the lead. Rodriguez didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Dr. Blake? Let me know if you want to come on. Rodriguez didn't do that. Rodriguez was like, shit, that nigga don't hit that hard. Fuck it. That shit ain't that hard. I can take that type of power. And Inoue, he got in there, he started getting aggressive. And Inoue was like, all right, he comfortable that quick. See, Inoue probably wasn't expecting him to get comfortable that quick. He wasn't expecting that nigga to get comfortable that quick. You know, Inoue was like, okay, this nigga, all right. Did he really want to open up this early? He baited him in, and then pretty much he drowned that motherfucker with that left hook. He drowned him. And at the end of the day, the game plan for him, for Rodriguez, he should have fucking boxed. He should have boxed, tried to go to the body here and there. So I just came from outside. Somebody was teaching me some training techniques for miles. Man, I got so much work to do with this dog. I didn't even know that, but I can control him. But you know how that shit is. Like, I got to do better. I got to train him better. But so old dude up the street he know how to train dogs real good. So me and Miles gonna get to work today. But what's up, Ray Zone? So he really baited him in there in the first round. Knew I was just touching him, playing with him. Like, okay. And Rodriguez was like, man, this bitch can't crack. You know, he said this motherfucker can't crack. I could take his power. Rodriguez went in there trying to punish Inoue. That motherfucker got caught with a left hook from hell. Because if you notice, Inoue threw the left hook in the first round. Sorry, I'm itching like a motherfucker coming from this grass. He was you know, throwing a left. He wasn't throwing it with authority, man. And then when Rodriguez started opening up, he said, this nigga gonna open up in the second round on me. Cracked his ass. That motherfucker got one punch power. Motherfucker saying, oh, this guy got one. No, this dude got one punch power on a world-class level. That's a rarity in boxing. Like Wilder, Inoue, everybody else is second to them. Q deception. What's going on? He said if Donaire couldn't take Rigondeaux, I doubt he could take Inoue power. Greg, what's going on? And a lot of brothers just gonna start waking up to him, man. We've been hip on him, man. I remember he was like 10-0. We've been hip on him. Champ Ross, what's going on? Rayzon, what's going on? LDTB, what's going on? JD Films, what's going on? C4, what's going on? That motherfucker said he gonna open up on me. He said he gonna open up on me. What the nigga say when he got out the trunk of the Hangover? You fuck on me? You fuck on me? That nigga knew you. I said, man, he's serious? He said he out here playing, dog. Like, man, that nigga turned the water hose on that nigga like it was Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. Fucking man, that motherfucker a problem. Oh, he hit body punching, man. Then he hit that nigga with a left hook to the body with that man. That nigga folded that nigga. That motherfucker folded that nigga, man. He gonna be, ain't no doubt in my mind at 122, he starts with all them niggas. Ray Vargas, and I like him and Kamada might be a big money fight over in Japan. But Kamada is with PBC. Because he gonna beat Ray Vargas. Danny Roman, he beat the shit out of him right now. See, Inoue signed with Top Rank. He signed with Top Rank after the tournament. And Josh Taylor signed with we get to him in a minute. He signed with motherfucking with Matchroom, which me and Callie was talking about. That could be a mistake for him, but yeah, Nonito Donaire about to go to. Had this been a younger Nonito Donaire, that's the only left hook that I could think of in the near past that rivals the Inoue left hook. Donaire had a mean left hook too. Rigondeaux don't want none of that smoke with that nigga. Now Rigondeaux will be one of those. He'd be one of the only guys that can probably take away his left hook. But Inoue can crack with both hands. And Rigondeaux can crack. But Rigondeaux is done at this point. Real talk, for 122 pounds, all the big fights for Inoue, it sounds stupid, is on PBC. Because if Kamada beat Ray Vargas, and then Rigondeaux, but then on his own, he would have Danny Roman. He beat shit out of Danny Roman, though. And I was just telling Callie, I said, man, I like Joshua Greer. He better stay the fuck away from this dude. Because he going to be sleeping on his own fucking pillow. He better stay away from him. Neary, he a dog walk Neary, bro. Neary probably give him the best fight. But long as Neary a clean fighter. But at 22, you got Brandon Figueroa, Diego De La Hoya. Who else you got in this motherfucker? You got Rigondeaux. TJ Mahoney just got beat up. Like I said, you got Kamada, the intern WC champion Ray Vargas. They fighting. Oh shit! Hey, Dr. Blick, they got fucking Emmanuel Nervedez at 150 at 122. They gonna do Nervedez versus Inoue.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Hey, that's gonna be a good ass fight.
Yo, Inoue, the way Inoue fighting, man. he can jump up quite a bunch of weight classes with the way he knocking people out.
Man, him and Norveta is gonna be a fucking classic, bro. I might pull up to that one depending on where it's at.
Hey, well, what about the time card?
I ain't going that bullshit.
Hey, man.
I ain't going that shit, man. If Inoue fight fucking Nervedez, or if he fight Kamada in the in the States, I'm going to that shit. Or if he fight Brandon Figueroa, I go to them motherfucking shits.
Yo, with Inoue's power, how much weight classes do you think he can jump?
Me and Cali was something like maybe 26. 30 might be a stretch, but maybe 26.
Yeah. If he jumps up soon enough, man, he could fight Santa Cruz. Yeah.
Santa Cruz going up to 30.
Or Gary Russell. Or Warrington. Yeah, I saw what's his name's
Warrington be a good fight.
I saw the Boxing Addict is convinced that Inoue could give Warrington problems.
Yeah,
if he power carries him that much.
But because they don't think Warrington got power. Warrington got respectable power, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He do. It ain't like, oh, he got knockouts. He got respectable power. Saul, what's going on? Chicago, what's going on? Chicago Bulls. Yeah, I already know Lipius and Molina was added to the Thurman card. We're gonna talk about.
I don't even know if I knew. I think as he goes up, he's gonna get ducked.
Shit, that nigga, man. You think these niggas will want to fight? Tite already ducked him. Said, "Oh, I hurt my ass. I'm out of here." That nigga knew exactly what that nigga seen. That nigga lay. Who the fuck he just laid out? His last fight.
I can't remember his name.
I remember that motherfucker. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly who he laid out. I remember he laid out the dude Rasheed Warren left the belt to. Pena, I think that's the guy. No, remember he laid out Pena, whatever the fuck his name was, and Rasheed Warren lost this dude.
Mm-hmm.
If Rasheed Warren fought Inoue, that'd be the dumbest decision he ever made.
Like, keep in mind, it's not even just like it's the way he's taking these guys out, man.
Like these motherfuckers going to see. Yeah, he fought Pena last. He starched that nigga. Rasheed Warren went life and death and lost.
Keep in mind the way he's taking these dudes up, man. He's taking them out like they're journeymen.
Filipino Heat, what's going on? He stretched that motherfucking Pena.
Yeah, him versus Donaire's a big fight, though. Yeah, I think he's stretching Donaire, but it's a big fight for Asia.
Yeah, man, that motherfucker getting stretched. I like Donaire. It's one of my favorite fighters. But if he fight motherfucking Nervedez, that's gonna be a good ass fight. You thought what?
Donaire can't handle Rigo's power, so he ain't handling Inoue was.
Yeah. Donaire can crack like a bitch too. He ain't hitting like that nigga though. He ain't hitting like that motherfucker.
Hey man. Yeah, man, Donaire better hope he has that Baroshnik like defense in terms of his durability, bro.
That nigga a problem, bro. Ain't nobody cracking like him but Wilder, bro. That's the only guy I can think cracking like him.
That's true, man. Wilder the only guy that could give up 30 pounds and still knock someone down, bro. That's so funny. With his weight now, he's closer to the weight that he had in the first Thurman fight.
Somebody said he already beat Nervedez's ass. We're in the amateurs.
Well, who? Inoue, probably in the amateurs then. Probably in the amateurs.
That motherfucker stretched that nigga, man. That nigga was dead on arrival, nigga. Arrival, his ass hit the canvas. That nigga was dead on arrival, nigga. Ain't nobody punching like that nigga, man, but Wilder. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. Hey, did you hear Wilder see these Planetary box? What's his name?
He said the pros. He said it happened in the pros. I don't see that shit on the fucking on his resume. He got Omar Nervedez. Yeah, he got Omar Nervedez on that bitch.
He probably got the two mixed up then.
Yeah, you got the two. Antonio Nervedez. Is that no, that's another motherfucker.
He's happening, bro.
Yeah, he ain't stretched that nigga. That's another Nervedez. That's the Ron Nervedez, nigga.
Tank, man. I didn't even get to see the new fight, but like I'm hearing I heard they stretched the dude in 2 rounds.
Who, Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Oh, he stretched the fuck. I seen that. He stretched the fuck out of that nigga, man. He played with that nigga in the first round. They was exchanging. He wasn't putting his full power behind it. But when that nigga, when Rodriguez started opening up in the second round, Motherfucker stretched that nigga. That's what pushed him off. He pushed his daddy. His daddy pushed his daddy. Oh yeah,
because I was
Rodriguez' daddy pushed Inoue daddy. Man, nigga got he might as well have killed John Wick dog. Man, look here, man. They can put Gonzalez to get stretched. Fuck him out of here. That nigga would have, man, put some spec on Norvetta's name. Ain't nobody said nothing bad about him. He going to sleep too. Or he better box his ass off. He can box his ass off. But this little motherfucker can box his ass off.
But here's the problem, man. The scary part is with how quickly these fights are ending, we're not even seeing all of what Inoue can do. There's obviously gonna be more to his game, man.
Man, yes, I've seen the nigga train, bro. He can work up, down, man, nigga. Maximum 5% Norvetta has beat Inoue. Oh, don't worry, Inoue after the tournament, he signed in the top rank, and I'm gonna take your fucking money. I'm going to that fight.
Wait, who's he gonna fight on top rank?
Norvetta's. Fuck you mean? Norvetta's.
Hey.
Norvetta's. He stretched that motherfucker.
You think he could beat Gary Russell?
I don't know, but that's actually a little bit much. Maybe. Gary Russell don't move his head. You got one stack. Bet that stack, nigga.
What about Rigo?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna just give you a hint. Nigga, you like, oh, we always on dog boy shit. Like, oh, dog boy beat the shit out of Jesse Macadome. Soon as that motherfucker fought somebody that can fight back. So you don't know if Norvetta's the real deal or not.
Yo, what about Dog Boy versus Inoue?
He getting stretched. Dog boy getting stretched.
Wait, who did Dog Boy lose to again? I forget his name.
Norvetta's twice.
Oh yeah. That'll be a good fight.
Hey, Gary Russell and Inoue are the same fucking height. Gary Russell just got a half-inch height advantage on him.
Oh man.
He said Tank put Russell to sleep. Tank can't even get off the porch, dog. You see Tank? Tank about 400 pounds.
He got belly, bro.
Tank about 400 pounds, nigga. It's over with.
Yo, I find it funny because with Tank, everything that Tevin Farmer is saying is true, man.
Got a ball of belly.
Tevin Farmer was mocking that dude.
Right now, Tank ain't beat nobody. That nigga can't even make weight. Tank. I was talking to Callie. I was talking to Callie earlier. Tank, no disrespect. Tank gonna end up quitting versus somebody, bro. Watch my team. Tank don't love to fight. Tank don't like boxing, bro. Tank not gonna be a great fighter if he don't get it together. Tank not gonna be a great fighter, bro. Y'all know I love me some Tank. Get him, Mike. What's going on? I love Tank, but Tank ain't gonna beat no Gary Russell or no top boxer. You know, you fucking 180, 200 fucking pounds in between fights. Bitch, you 5'5". Fuck you doing with a baller belly, nigga? You not gonna beat nobody like that, bro. First person to hit Tank back, then take his power and hit him back, he gonna quit. I'm telling y'all, Tank.
Tank go to the body, man.
He gonna quit, bro. I can see some. If you can take Tank power, you can take Tank to the 6, 7, 8 pounds. He's going to quit. He gonna be another Mike Tyson.
Yo.
If you don't like the sport of boxing, bro. If you don't like the sport of boxing, you're not gonna last.
That's true.
This nigga don't even want to play between fights, bro. Go watch that motherfucking. When him and Bronner was about to fight the Barclays Center, because I went to that fight. Go watch the little series. What was it, 24-8? Tank don't like the fight, bro. It ain't no disrespect, Braden West. What's going on? I like Tank. Y'all know I fuck with Tank, but at this rate, bro, this nigga not gonna last, bro. He gonna be in welterweight before you niggas blink again. But let's talk about. Did you watch Taylor and Prograis? I mean Taylor and Broshnik.
Yo, yeah, I saw that.
Man, that nigga, man, Broshnik. I ain't say he juicing, but
I said he was juicing the Cali stream.
He ain't what?
I said he was juicing the Cali stream, bro.
God, that nigga like the Terminator, bro.
Yo, this man recovered after he got dropped twice, like he never got dropped to begin with.
Nigga, bro, that whatever Pacquiao was taking, that nigga got the upgrade. That nigga was punching like he
was that big baby shit.
If Josh Taylor wasn't in the shape he was in, bro, he would have lost that fight, bro, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was going. That nigga would have lost that fight, bro. Roshnick was punching like a machine, nigga.
Yeah, and he was missing a lot of shots, and he was
still
punching at the same speed.
Bro. That nigga was fighting the Terminator tonight, bro. Roshnick, man, I seen Roshnick take a deep breath for the first time ever, and I done watched several of his fights.
Keep in mind, yeah. Keep in mind, what's his name? Josh Taylor was going to the body a lot in this fight.
If Roshnick started going to the body at the end, if Josh Taylor didn't have no stamina, bro, his ass would have been ass out.
Oh,
if he had a 1% less stamina, bro, he'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, because during the end, I low key, man, I actually swore Josh Taylor got buzzed during the end.
You're talking about 28 hours. I thought he got buzzed with the uppercut, but no, I think he was just a little bit off balance. Roshnick was swinging like, dude. He was swinging like Barry Bonds, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about Tevin Farmer versus Inoue?
Come on, man. You know I'm going with Inoue.
You really don't know Tevin Farmer, bro. He's more serious about boxing than Tank.
Once that you can't make it out of foster care in Baltimore without having a heart, bro. I see that nigga quitting, bro. It ain't that he ain't got no heart. It's just that he don't love the sport. If you don't love boxing or you don't love money enough, it's gonna be a problem, bro. So he needs to fix that. I don't think he love boxing. I don't think it's like Broner love getting money. He love being a celebrity. But Graylin Will said in Super Set True, Tank versus Gary Russell. I'm putting real chips on Gary. Like CJ said, we get paid. We getting paid on that. It ain't that. I think Tank should have the advantage, but the nigga just not diligent and he not just true to his game, bro. He got to get away from what?
He said to he won Tank. He's like, don't make this personal, man. If you make this personal, we're gonna have problems, man. He said keep it strictly business, man. He said when I'm get done with the way.
I see T-Streak said that Gary Russell was rumored that he supposed to be going to the zone after this. I don't know how true it is. Knockout Champ on TV. What's going on? Nigga, that nigga stretching. Nigga, right now, if Inoue moved up right now to go fight Tevin Farmer at this crib, I'm taking Inoue out. After this fight, after a 15-hour flight.
Yo, if he goes to the zone, then what's they're gonna throw him in there with Dogbo.
No, he going to the Q top rank. You ain't what's going on. He's stretching.
Throw him in there with Dogbo as a warm up.
He's stretching.
But Nevada's he's big dude though.
He big motherfucker though. If anybody can beat him at 22, it's him.
That's true, man. Yeah, but I'd like to see Inoue versus Rickon.
This motherfucker say, "What if Tevin make Tank quit? Fuck up out of here, nigga."
Man. You do know that would be bad, man, because you would never hear the end of that.
You ain't lying. Emmanuel Figueroa, that motherfucker stretching the fuck out of Tevin.
He'll say the #1 Philly boxer, bro. This man has himself as #2 in Philly, bro.
C4 said, I don't know if Tevin is bigger. What skill do he got, bro? I don't know.
He got good defense.
That motherfucker getting stretched, nigga. Billy Dibb can touch your ass. Come on, man. That motherfucker.
Yo, how did you know Carroll look against him?
Right. What's the other? James Tennyson was touching him. Fuck up out of here. Y'all better stop letting that nigga hype y'all head up about that nigga, man. Fuck up. That nigga getting stretched.
Yo, if Inoue power carries up that much, then hey,
you don't have to. Just some of it.
What about Inoue versus Lomachenko?
No, that's too much.
Lomachenko said he would go down.
Man, that's too much, bro.
Yeah, Lomachenko will fight him. You know he would.
Of course he'd jump at a chance to fight him. He said Tank love to eat, but we love boxing. He don't love boxing, bro.
Do you think Inoue would drop level?
I'm not saying he don't love boxing. He don't show that he love boxing, bro. And I don't know if he love money enough.
I think he's lazy.
Man, that motherfucker lazy. He gonna be a fucking junior middleweight before you niggas know it. Gary Biss said, "What's good? CJ showing support, salute, bro." All I'm saying is, you see that nigga? That nigga stomach bigger than mine. How the fuck you out here?
Why is Floyd in better shape than him?
You ain't lying, bro. But yeah, what you think about Prograis and Taylor? Who you got?
I'm leaning. I'm 50-50. I don't even know, man.
Only reason I'm picking is because I'm taking my pick. I'm just rolling with Taylor, bro. But that shit can go either way, bro. Taylor a lot
I'm
bigger
really
than Regis
Taylor,
Prograis too.
but that's a tough fight, man. And I see the trash talking already, man.
Appreciate it, Narco.
Mauricio said he wants to fight winner.
Get the fuck up out of here, man. I won't even look that nigga away. Unless for a quick payday, bro. No offense. Maurice Hooker get fucking power driving to the canvas, bro.
Damn, well, you were supporting him, bro.
I do like him, but he ain't fucking one of them niggas. Them niggas on another level, bro.
They reached them. Do you know what people are saying? People are saying this is the amateur version of Spence versus Crawford. They're dissing the fight, bro. This is the amateur version.
Yeah, I mean, at least the amateurs fighting shit.
Yeah, Cali said he noticed. I was just gonna say real quick. Cali said he noticed that Josh Taylor has has a major flaw that when he gets hurt, he wants to hurt that person back, kind of like Bud does.
You when he get hit, go tit for tat.
Yeah, he wants to hurt the back.
I know that Regis Prograis when he get hit, he don't look good getting hit, bro. See, I know you. Mew Ying and Super Chat say you saw the skill set of Billy Ho versus Chief. I ain't watched that shit.
Apparently, Billy Saunders look terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
Mike said look terrible.
He said I can't wait for Earl Spencer Crawford. Well, you better. You gonna be waiting, nigga.
The best fight of the year is Josh Taylor versus Regis.
Yeah, that's the best fight of the year. I don't care. They can do Keith Thurman Earl. I'd rather see that fight, bro. Period. Shorter, man. If they do that shit in the States, I'm going to that shit. Shorter Joshua and Wilder fighting. Matter of fact, that fight got more skill than Joshua and Wilder in the ring, to be honest.
Joshua and Wilder in the ring just fireworks in terms of KO, man. The knockout.
Prograis,
Wilder said he looking to outbox Brazil.
Man,
you think you can do that?
Who can? You can go in there and outbox that big motherfucker before you get hit.
He said he's looking to outbox him like he did against Thurman.
I wish I would have went to that fight this tonight, though.
Yeah.
I wish I would have went to that shit, but fuck it. Me and Cali.
Great fight, man.
Wilder in Brazil. I was supposed to go to that shit. I ain't go.
Yeah, he said looking to outbox him. And he said, what's it? He said, I saw what he said on ESPN, because ESPN, they've been talking about Wilder a lot recently, especially the comments they made.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about a lot. And I saw that Wilder said, why is it always me that always has to sacrifice?
Because
it's always him that has to compromise. And when he did compromise, no one was really there pushing for the fight when he actually wanted to fight Anthony Joshua.
You're right, though. He right. So I ain't tripping. Them motherfuckers fight, they fight, bro. Who gives a shit at this point? But like I said, I'm still.
He said he don't care about losing. He said if he loses, then he'll just come back. He said all the legends lost.
I got Inoue, and I'm picking with Josh Taylor, bro. AC Atlantic City, why not? I'm sticking. If Inoue,
I want Josh Taylor to win, but I don't know if he can pull it off.
I think he can, bro. I like Regis Prograis, and he came a long way. But I think Taylor got more. He got better footwork too, bro.
I think people are based on what I've seen. A lot of people think Regis gonna blow out Josh Taylor.
Regis gonna blow out Josh Taylor?
Yeah, that's why. Based on what I've seen, that's what a lot of people have been thinking. Like genuine consensus.
I don't think so, bro. They don't know what the fuck. I mean, Josh Taylor footwork real good too. If he can do, if Flanagan can go the distance and Velasco can almost go to, I got Taylor, bro. I don't know if Progress can take it on the chops, but I do know that Taylor can take it on the chops. Barashnik, Postal,
Barashnik was hitting him clean.
Vasquez,
Postal,
Unified Boxing say Progress on another level. We'll find out whenever they fight. I'm gonna stick with Taylor.
But Josh Taylor got the bad resume.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Relic had lost to fucking Ricky Burns though.
That is true, man.
It wasn't a legit loss though, but
no, but Josh Taylor had to dig in deep for this one because this dude wasn't going down.
That on something, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I don't know what he was on or whatever it was. That motherfucker.
This dude, man.
I don't think he had ever been dropped in his career.
Nah, just
had it been 20, 30 more seconds, he might have won.
It's the recovery. That recovery is not normal.
That nigga cracked his neck in the corner. That nigga was back. I'm like, this nigga, he's just fresh. This nigga hopped in that motherfucking, what's that shit called? The hyperbolic time chamber? What's that shit that was on freezer?
This guy got a Zenkai boost, man.
Or some shit. You sure they didn't have that black fucking bottle from Panama Lewis in that motherfucker? I don't know, man. I got done.
Yeah, you're taking hits like that. That Botamo guy from Dragon Ball Super. The guy looked like Winnie the Pooh, bro. I was absorbing all that hits and didn't go nowhere.
I probably go live. I probably go live after the fight. I ain't going live for the fight though.
Man, for the Wilder one?
Yeah, I ain't sitting through that shit. Cause I want to watch the game too.
Because it might be a blowout.
No, I want to watch the basketball game. My neighbor was showing me how to train my dog and shit. I thought my dog was on point. Shit, we far behind. He kept calling my fucking dog a girl. Everybody think my dog a girl because it's so pretty. I'm like, it's a fucking boy. Yeah, it's balls. You see his balls hanging.
Speaking of that, man, I saw Ricky Hatton put by his dog, bro.
Yeah, I see that. Look like me versus Pacquiao.
Yeah, man. I can't stop laughing at that, man.
Braylon Wilson, I'm interested to see if Taylor can press the pace and speed Regis up. I think he can pick Regis apart even at that pace, bro.
And he got a longer reach.
Yeah, he can pick Regis apart, but it'll be interesting.
He got 2-inch reach advantage.
Look here, man. I won't be surprised if Prograis won. I would be happy if Prograis won. Or Taylor. I like both guys legitimate. It ain't a black and a white thing. My fandom is like 50-50. I really don't want to see neither one of them lose, but Ricky in the super chat appreciate it. So he said, Mew Ying said, I can recovery is normal. I recover like that. Fuck up out of here.
You should be boxing then.
Regis' defense is elite. I don't think it's elite, bro. It's solid. Elite. It's who the fuck he fought. I'm rolling with Taylor, bro. I seen him when Relic hit Prograis a couple times. That nigga didn't look good, bro. He didn't look good when he got touched. I'm telling you, if Taylor hit Prograis, he knocking him out.
And then you know what Taylor's like when he gets people hurt, man. He lets his hands go. He's trying to get you out of there.
Eisen was very easy to hit. Well, that nigga had the stamina of fucking Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Relic easy to hit. What you talking about? Who the Regis Prograis fight? Velasco? He didn't fight nobody, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know Taylor had some tough fights. First got to stop Vasquez. He had a big fight versus Davies. You know, his fight versus Harry Davies was bigger than any fight Regis ever fought in.
Yeah, that fight over here was big.
So you don't even know how Regis Prograis gonna perform. Like he ain't never had more than like 500 people at his fight.
Cause keep in mind, yeah, that O'Hara Davis fight, it was at the point where no one knew how good Josh Taylor was. No, O'Hara Davis was seen as a big puncher. He still is seen as a big puncher. In terms of people that hit hard, Josh Taylor said he's up there, man. He's powers for real.
I'm not saying that Regis got hit. I'm not even talking about Regis got hit after the bell, bro. I seen Relic hit him a couple of times. That nigga did not take it well.
Mm-hmm.
I got Brockstick over Relic. That nigga don't get tired as long as he ain't getting tested.
Yeah, that's true, man.
It's not the point. It's not the fact. We're not talking about how good or Harry Davies was. We're talking about how big the fight was, and that fight was bigger.
Yeah, that fight was big, man.
It was bigger than anything Regis Prograis ever done. Regis Prograis ain't never fought with 1,000 people in the crowd. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, man. I ain't saying that I'm sitting here betting on this fight, or I'm betting 1,000 or 500 on this fight, or whatever the situation may be. I'm not saying that, bro. Fuck.
Keep in mind, man. Josh Taylor has more people going to his fight because he's constantly fighting in Scotland. He can fight under his home crowd. And Regis said he wanted to go to Scotland to fight him.
Now, if you trying to get educated, just say, or if you just trying to say, oh, I'm pulling for Regis, man, because he black, or I'm just going for Regis because he from America, cool. Don't start to sit here and be like, nigga, this nigga do this better. Fuck up out of here, bro.
You don't know yet.
Yeah, this nigga ain't fought nobody, bro. I'm very skeptical on niggas who ain't fought nobody, bro. Why is Regis Prograis 30 years old and ain't fought nobody?
Yeah, we could say that about Golovkin.
Yeah,
he was 36 years old and didn't fight nobody.
Unified boxing, it was a fucking joke. I didn't mean it literally, bro. Taylor gonna win this fight, bro. I'm telling you. Watch, Taylor gonna win this fight. I'm telling you, bro. I'm 100%. I ain't gonna say I'm 100% positive, but I'm positive he gonna win this fight. I know he is. Now, if Regis win, bro, I'm happy for him, bro. This nigga Regis Prograis 30 years old and ain't fought nobody, bro. That just can't get out of my mind.
I didn't realize it was that old. Just tell it, isn't he like in his mid-20s?
27, 28. Let me make sure. Regis Prograis like 30 years old, bro, and he ain't fought nobody, bro. I look at those type of things. Like, why haven't you fought nobody, bro? You 30 years old. Your best win is Relic. Yeah, he 30. He 30 years old and ain't fought no. A lot of people don't realize that he's 30. He's 30 years old, bro. And when you step up in competition, guess what? The knockout stop coming. You know what I'm saying? The knockout stop coming. Yeah, Barashnik wasn't even IBF approved. You hear me? I'm a WBC VADA approved. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis turned pro in 2012. So, and guess when Taylor debuted, bro?
When?
2015.
Damn.
So why the fuck?
On the fast track.
Yeah. So why did a motherfucker who fucking just turned pro 4 years ago? You turned pro what 7 years ago? Whatever it is. Why the fuck you ain't fought nobody? That's all I want. If Regis Prograis was
I think it's his team. Just Taylor's team believing in more.
That's all I'm saying. That nigga ain't fight nobody. I look at that shit. When you ain't fought nobody, bro.
Yo, because
had he had fought Hooker, even Hooker, had he had fought Ramirez, bro. Remember, people would look at Josh Taylor and say, "Oh, he didn't get the stop." And say, "That's cool, but let's not forget Regis Prograis looked terrible versus Velasco, bro. On Top Rank ESPN, he looked terrible.
And Flanagan.
And Flanagan, he looked good. You know, he was quick, he was stealth, but he didn't stop Flanagan though. You know, I think Taylor would have stopped Flanagan. See, you got to look at deeper than, okay, if you really want to sound educated when you go to chat, when you talk boxing people, like, it's simple shit. Like niggas, like, I've been through y'all in here before I talk about Keith Thurman and Pacquiao. This is what I do when I look at up and coming fighters. The first thing I judge a fighter on is who have you beaten. That's the first thing I look at. All right, I look at your record. You know how many people made their debuts for you. How many guys you fight with winning or losing. That's very, very key. Very, very key. When did you debut? Did they put you on a fast track? Was you on a normal track? Was you on a slow track? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you had a step? Like, real talk, Regis Prograis, and niggas ain't gonna like what I say when I say, and I like the dude, bro. But on my channel, I'm objective. Regis Prograis really, he on a contender status, bro. He's a contender with a belt. He's a contender with a belt. He not a champion. All right, Relic was cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But would you pick Relic over? Would you pick Relic over Mikey Garcia? No, you wouldn't.
No. No.
Would you have put them over Terrence Crawford?
No.
Olivier?
No.
Come on. Maybe you pick them over.
Yo, no. One thing I gotta say is that if you really look at it, I feel like Josh Taylor's team had more belief in him, because when he was confirmed for him to fight Postal, a lot of people were skeptical on that fight. A lot of people would say it was too soon. A lot of people thought it was risky that he was entering the boxing Super Series because of the chance of him losing to people in there. And losing his shot at the title.
Whatever Prograis situation is, it is what it is. We ain't calling Relic trash. We not calling him trash. He a really good fighter. But at the end of the day, I mean, this nigga ain't fought nobody yet, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like, come on, you 30 years old. Been pro since 2012. I look at shit like that.
Yo, speaking of trash, though, did you see freaking Chris Eubanks' brother?
Hold on. Yeah, I heard about it. He said Joel Diaz Jr. was a top no, he was a top 35 pounder, bro. That nigga was a lightweight, wasn't he? Come on, man. We not talking about beating up prospect. He was a prospect at the time. I'm not saying that's the end all be all because Taylor and fought better competition that he gonna win. But that's what I think. I mean, really, if speed could be a major factor, Prograis should be that much faster. But I can tell you one thing: Taylor got better feet. Like I said, Regis got better head movement. That'd be a problem. They both can crack. I give Regis and Prograis the cracking power, but that footwork that Taylor got and the ability to switch hit that nobody's talking about, the body work he got, Regis got good body work, but that piston like jab, the ability to fight on the inside, you don't know. What if he get in? What if he get in Regis Prograis' chest and he start pushing Regis Prograis back and fighting Regis on the inside? Do we know Regis can fight on the inside? Has Regis fought an opponent that got this type of foot speed, this type of hand speed, this type of power? We ain't really never seen Regis Prograis take it on the top. So, like I said, it's a lot of unknown variables, and maybe Regis Prograis might hop out that bitch and be a beast. No, they resumes was not the same, Dave. See, this nigga say their resumes was the same, bro. How can a nigga that just turned pro in 2015 versus dude versus 2012 have the same resume, bro?
That's making it even worse.
Didn't even have it on Harry Davies on this shit, bro. Joel Diaz, whatever the fuck his name, he was a prospect at 35. You know?
You know Joe Joyce track.
Yeah, then Miguel Vasquez. Nobody ever stopped Miguel Vasquez. Canelo didn't stop Miguel Vasquez. Victor Postal, that was the best. That's the best thing that could happen for him versus Victor Postal. It's the best thing that could happen for him. So ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Regis Prograis was like a crock pot. Cook slow. Josh Taylor like an Instapot. It's done. Yeah, Aaron blocked the Ramirez fight from happening. That ain't my fault. It ain't my fault that Postal pulled out from Regis Prograis. Ain't none of that my fault. Maybe he maybe he was offering more money to fight Josh Taylor, and probably was. But if Prograis win, nigga, I'm happy. Like, it don't matter for me. I'm just happy that the best fighting the best. But when you ask me my opinion ain't because Prograis is black or Prograis is from Louisiana or we fighting out of Houston, Texas. My opinion is not. Now, if you ask me, like, do I want the brother to win? Or, you know, that's different. That's on my personal time. When we talk about X's and O's, like, nigga, and Dongo, come on, man. Nobody rated Dongo, bro. Stop playing with me. Fuck about it. When Dongo got rubbed on the chest with some Vicks Vapor Rub, that nigga went to sleep. Terrence Crawford put him on the chest. Get out of here. He said, "Regis,
I thought that was the guy."
You see, Greg? We'll see. We'll see. But I'm just telling y'all, bro. Y'all just looking at it as a brother versus a white boy. That ain't no regular white boy. For real.
You don't really fight like one.
Hell, that nigga fight like a brother. He beat Regis Prograis. I'm calling him white chocolate. I don't care what you niggas say.
Yeah, man. To be fair, I don't see the white community claiming him like that, really.
Not yet.
I don't know. It's something about his style, man.
Fight like a brother, bro. And he moved his head today a little bit better, a lot better today. I'm like, okay, he's gonna be a problem. I got I told Kelly that shit on the phone. I said, I got that nigga beat him. Kelly, I don't know who I want to win. Yeah, you do, motherfucker. You know who gonna win. You just don't want to say it. Regis will be his biggest test today. Exactly. They're both. But Regis Prograis ain't had no fucking tests. This nigga had all the quizzes. This nigga had the quizzes. These niggas had quizzes and shit. This is gonna be his biggest test. 30 years old, you finally getting a step-up fight, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here.
I think his team didn't believe in him like that because when they move you at that slow pace, they don't feel like you're ready.
And Al Hammond didn't even swoop the nigga up. He was fighting on Showbox.
You didn't rate him. That's why.
Floyd Mayweather, he talked to Floyd Mayweather before. Floyd Mayweather didn't even try to sign that nigga. Like, god damn. What the fuck happened in here, nigga? Like, you got these bum ass niggas like Chris Pearson. No, I don't want to say that, bro. Ladarius Miller, you got solid fighters like that over there. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to call them niggas bums, bro. But y'all know what I'm saying. Like, shit, Regis Prograis better than the whole fucking staff.
That's true, man.
Lou DiBella is a fucking regional promoter, bro. And he used to run HBO. That's it. He's a regional promoter.
What does Luke Bella do for people like Wilder, bro? And Tevin Farmer.
Hold on, he said, Greg said Taylor resonate better, but Regis will rise to the occasion. Is that you hoping that Regis rises to the occasion, or you know?
It's hope, man.
You know what they saying with the Atlanta Falcons, rise up, and then every year the NFL say, sit your ass down. I don't expect niggas to rise up. I'm going off my eyes, bro. And it can change if I watch more tape.
Yo, CJ, do you think Regis will ever be in a point where him and Spence fight could happen?
If he beat Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, you know who everyone's gonna support, man.
Who? Oh yeah, that nigga ain't even. He don't represent us. Let's talk about the motherfucking. He said Regis can hurt Taylor to the body. Taylor can hurt Regis to the body. What y'all talking about?
Taylor's more consistent to the body.
Yeah, but yeah,
Taylor's very persistent, especially when you fight on the inside.
I can't wait for the fight. I don't care who give a fuck. Really, who wins? He said Taylor versus Regis.
I'm happy that the fight's happening.
He said Earl and Bud. If Taylor win, Earl won't fight Bud. The easy route promotion. Earl hoping Regis will give him confidence against Bud. Stop it, bro. I ain't gonna let you get away with no shit like that.
Keep in mind, CJ, man. We see fighters looking at using other people as a way to give them more courage to fight people.
You ain't lying, bro. Hey, you seen the Pacquiao Thurman card? Why is it better than any other card PBC got, bro?
Yeah.
You got Omar. Hold on. You got Omar. Look at the card already. You got Omar Figueroa versus who the fuck he fight? Omar Yugis.
That's a great fight.
Then you got motherfucking John Molina versus Sergey Lipiex.
That's a good fight.
Then you might have Chavez Jr. versus Martinez rematch.
Okay, that's nice.
But in the prelim card, in the same arena, you got Caleb Plant versus Mike Lee on the prelim card.
Oh, nice.
And they still ain't named the co-main event. And I'm thinking it's gonna be David Benavidez versus Anthony Durrell.
Oh, that ain't bad. That's a solid card.
If they do that shit, I'm trying to get out there for that. That's gonna be a super.
I find so funny, man. So they're trying to make pay-per-views worth it.
after Earl Spencer had his pay-per-view, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
He's the best pay-per-view of all time.
You know the good news about this is all free in the UK on ITV.
That shit crazy, bro.
Free, man. ITV.
He says the co-main event is Neary versus Oblali. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Bruh. You know a lot of people have Pacquiao winning.
Yep, bring that money over here.
A lot of people have Pacquiao winning, man. If you look at everybody in that Mayweather gym, they had Pacquiao winning. I saw Hatman made a poll. They had Pacquiao winning on points. A lot of people, it's because of that last performance of Keith Thurman, man. A lot of people think that. What'd you say? I didn't think he looked that bad.
Why is Luis Neary the co-main event, nigga? Didn't he just got popped for cheating, dog? Don't nobody care about no fucking Luis Neary, cheating ass. I'm tired of seeing these little ass niggas get these fight cards. I don't want to see no more. Unless it's a Inoue, Sora Rigostein, Juan Estrada, somebody. I don't want to see no more of these no-name fucking Hispanic and Puerto Rican, these little ass fighters fight on these cards no more. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see, Rafael Galakilak. I don't want to see that shit no more. I want to see guys that's gonna make a name for themselves, bro. I want to see niggas like Nervaez open up a card, or I don't want to see Luis Neary be the co-main event. Nobody give a fuck about him in America. All we know is he putting shit up his ass. That's it. I don't give a fuck about it. Unless he gonna fight Inoue, bro. I don't give a shit. He said Oblali beat Rashid Warren. I don't want to see that nigga again neither, bro. That shit was a forgettable fight card. That was on that Bronner card. I don't want to see that nigga no more. Detroit versus everybody. What's going on? Let me go see motherfucking Put that
is it Rashid Warren your guy?
Man, he ain't my guy. He ain't my guy. He cool. I ain't got nothing against him. He ain't my fucking guy. I don't give a shit about him. Like, nigga can't punch. He like Paulie Malignaggi, like poor man's Paulie Malignaggi.
Damn. You didn't rate Paulie Malignaggi as a fighter?
Yeah, Malignaggi's pretty good. I said poor man's.
Yo, who's been terrible at calling it down the middle for Showtime for the build up to the Brazil fight, man? That Brandon Sharp guy. he said Brazil gonna get blown out.
I like Brendan Schaub. He cool as fuck though.
Yeah, he always gets hate because his opinion of the whole situation with Wilder and stuff, man. Because he's one of the only people in Showtime, man, who never commentates on the fights, man. That supports Wilder, bro, to the T. Only one, man. Pooley was trying to defend Brazil, trying to say that Brazil got
Ortiz at the Barclays Center tonight, so I guess he's gonna get in the ring. I don't want to see Wilder and Ortiz.
Then other people are gonna boo.
They boo whatever Wilder did. Wilder, I'm giving everybody a Bugatti in the crowd. Wilder, like, I'm giving everybody a Bugatti in the crowd.
Oh man, he should be the villain. Everything that's happening and people wanting him to lose so bad, he might as well just be the villain. Because I watched the weigh-in from Sky Sports here, and the whole comments of everybody that hated Wilder in the live chat, man.
I just want to know. He might as well. I mean, at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua the one that's getting massages with a white man on top of him, whoever.
Did you see that video? Did you see that picture I sent you, bro?
Yeah, I sent that. We was rolling about that shit. I don't get why people hate. I don't get why people hate Wilder. I see why you have a reason to hate Keith Thurman. 3-0 tonight, bro. If he go past 3 with Brazil, I'd be shocked. But Brazil do got a good beard though. People hate Wilder.
I don't drop by like so much in these last 3 fights.
I don't get why people hate Wilder for what? What the fuck did he do? I don't get it. I don't understand.
He won't fight Joshua.
Man, Joshua didn't want to fight him.
Hey, the narrative is that
he wanted to fight. People still hate. Oh, Joshua need more time. Fuck up out of here. You know he'll kill Joshua, bro. I mean, it's on borrowed time. They both bullshitting around now. That motherfucker's on borrowed time. For real. Gonna stretch the fuck out of that nigga. What happens if Brazil win? I mean, a fucking rematch, I would guess. Brazil not gonna win. That's like motherfuckers hope crossing their fingers that David Lemieux beat Triple G. Not gonna fucking happen. Fuck up out of here. Fuck up. Nobody want to give a fuck about that shit, man. Wilder can't do no right in niggas' mind.
Oh. Yeah.
Same thing with Ali. All these fucking white people rocking around here wearing Ali shirts. Yo, you very motherfucking ancestors hated that motherfucker to death. Don't forget that, bro. Ali was one of the most hated people on the fucking in the United States. Oh, that nigga talk too much. That dude talk. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Anytime a brother's outspoken, and Wilder wasn't even outspoken. He didn't waste nobody's TV time. Wilder wasn't on the main events. He didn't do Andre Berto, waste all your time and not be shit. Wilder didn't do shit to nobody, bro. He beat Bermain Stavern. He beat Bermain Stavern. Everybody going for Bermain Stavern.
They thought Bermain Stavern was gonna win the fight. They were saying he was gonna lose.
I picked Bermain Stavern too. I ain't gonna lie. He outboxed Bermain Stavern for 12 rounds. I mean, boo, boo. Like, what the fuck did this nigga do? Nothing. Nothing. I don't get it, bro. I'm like, what the hell? And Joshua the one that's acting like a faggot.
Mm-hmm.
He is. Joshua the one that's sitting here, I didn't say 50-50. I was just referencing, give me $80 million. He the one out here in Jamaica with his shirt off. He was the same, man. You can't tell me that dude ain't at least bisexual. You can't tell me he ain't bisexual, bro. What heavyweight champion go to Central Park with a fucking security crew? Come on. Mike Tyson won't walk around. If Mike Tyson had security, it was for your safety, not his.
That's true, man. Mike Tyson was crazy back then, man.
If Mike Tyson had security with him, it was for your safety, not his. Evander Holyfield didn't walk around with a whole security crew. Riddick Bowe. Fuck up out of here, man. I just don't like that dude, bro. I don't like his whole demeanor. Nothing about Joshua I like. I got a valid reason why I don't like Joshua. A valid reason. People that give me a valid reason they don't like Deontay Wilder. He's from the South. Fuck out of here.
No, but UK people hate him, man. Not even for that. Like I know people that don't like him, and they just rag on his style, man. And Matt Kellerman did raise a good point. He's like, I don't. It's like you give knockouts, bro. Like you give them highlight real electrifying knockouts. Like that's what Wilder brings. He brings knockout. People want to see knockouts, so I don't understand why people complain.
Yeah,
Especially what he said, man. The sport encourages you to knock out your opponent.
if he was white with that very same style, they wouldn't have no issue with him. They'd be praising him.
Bro, we had look at the majority of UK fighters, man, that you defend with their face, that have no defense, but people will say they're okay, man.
Me too, bro. Exactly.
People like Margarito, man, he had no defense.
Like Adrian Broner, you got a reason not to like him. He keep wasting your time and money. I'm not mad at you.
That's true, man.
Kobe 2K fans, the first time Max made sense in his life. Max Kellerman be just going on.
He made
Max Kellerman, which one better, the black dress or the pink dress? Well, the origin of the color pink, you got to go back to 1962 when it was called fuchsia. You know, then they changed it to pink.
It'd be like that. Max Kellerman or Teddy Atlas.
I'd be like, bruh, Teddy Atlas. Max Kellerman, Teddy Atlas give you a straight answer. And then all his supporting fucking arguments lead up to his answer. Max Kellerman Max Kellerman, which one you like better, Sony or Vizio? Well,
my ask the question, Max.
Sony came out in 1952, but Stephen A. Smith.
No, sometimes Stephen A. Smith call him out for doing that crap. It's like I'm getting around to it.
Like this nigga be beating around the bush.
You never get people like that in the UK with the way they go at each other, bro.
He probably be talking himself right off some pussy every day.
So you want to go back to my place? So the origin of going back to people's places, going back to a girl's.
Going back to your place. Last time I went to somebody's place, I didn't like it, And they're like, okay.
When she always do you want to come inside?
Come inside. The origin of come inside. It's like, God, this motherfucker right here, bro. I'm straight. Like, just give a nigga a straight answer back, bro. For real, bro.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's a yes or no. And he don't even say yes or no, man. Hey, man. What, you like him better than Skip Bayless?
Skip Bayless, man, I don't understand neither. Skip Bayless is a grade A idiot, bro. Oh, yeah, I like Max Kellerman better, bro.
Oh, man. Dominic Brazil, man. It's Judgment Day.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I just want to see a meaningful fight in the heavyweight division, man.
Right.
Because I don't want to see Ortiz too. Ortiz getting stretched in the rematch. I don't care what no one says, man.
Mm.
People don't understand. The guy's 40 years old. He's not going to get any better. He's plateauing at this point. Look what happened with Christian Hammer. He broke Ortiz's nose.
I don't want to see Ortiz, bro. Like, go fight some. I'd rather him fight Dillian White, Joe Joyce, somebody like that.
Yeah, should be fighting me. What's his name? Abel Sanchez blocked the Joe Joyce fight.
I don't even want to see Nicole Snowki fight. I don't give a fuck about Wilder Koznowski. I want to see Wilder and Joshua. If I had to get a second fight, it'd be Dillian. If I had a second fight, it'd be Dillian White and Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got to meet Wilder, it was he said I was 5 people. It was out of 5 people there. PBC will put on whatever fight the Jewish hedge fund guys tell them to. It's just sad but true. Well, shit, they must like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman must be Jewish. Keith Thurman must be Jewish. I said Luis Ortiz and Joe Joyce, bro. I didn't say Wilder, Joe Joyce. Keith Thurman must be Jewish, bro. They giving Keith Thurman a dope card, bro. Keith Thurman got the dope card. Y'all got any questions before I hop off? I'm about to hop off in a couple minutes. Joe Joyce got the knockout today, bro.
Oh man, that fight was terrible, man. That opponent is so slow. Like he slowed than Dominic Brazil.
He slower than Joe Joyce himself.
What you saying? No. Yeah, Joe Joyce is slower than Dominic Brazil.
I said his opponent.
His opponent slow too, man. But he's putting a tomato can, man. He's putting the ring to for him to freaking destroy, for him to be destroyed.
How much they making? I don't know how much they making. Be honest.
Well, how much you making, Wilder or what? Brazil?
I think he's talking about Water Brazil. I don't know how much they're making.
Bro, Wilder Brazil all over my Twitter, bro.
I don't know where you can stream by that, bro. I got Showtime, so I don't know.
I have Showtime, man. We're on Sky Sports though. If you're in the UK, it's on Sky Sports. Wait, what time's the fight starting? I don't want to watch that undercard.
Nah, I watch Gary Russell stretch Martinez. That's it. I'm gonna be in the shower. I'm out here training my
Wait, is that the co-main event?
Huh?
Is that the co-main?
Yes, co-man.
Uh,
Do you agree that Caleb Plant outboxes Spence? Are you fucking serious?
Caleb had too damn big.
He outboxed the fuck out of Earl Spence. That's a joke. You talking about a super middleweight versus a welterweight, bro? Come on, man. Fuck up out of here. Who the fuck arguing that? Caleb Plant beat the shit out of Earl Spence. Or too much.
So what time is the fight gonna start then?
You said Wilder making 10 and Brazil making 1.2. That's what they reported. Wilder getting 20 though. He getting 20. I can't tell you how he getting 20, but they probably reported 10. He getting 20. They made sure they matched that DAZN shit.
They had to because you don't want him to leave.
Yep. Wilder getting, that's just what they reported. Wilder getting a ton of money on the back end. It's like Danny Jacobs was reported to get what, 2 million, 2.5. Danny Jacobs got 15 million for fighting Canelo. Danny Jacobs got $15 million.
You have to get 15 million for fighting Canelo, bro.
And not doing shit, acting like you trying to try.
No, what he said he wanted to fight African style.
UK African style.
Huh? What?
UK
African.
He's trying to fight.
Man.
He's trying to fight.
Boatsy look better than that, bro. Boatsy look that, bro.
He got like 10 fights. Shit crazy.
Hey, he don't look that bad in any of his 10.
Spence shuts down Plant with a body shot. Get the fuck out of here. I'm about to block this stupid ass out of here. He must be joking, bro. Fuck up out of here. So my Spence shut down Plant with a body shot. These motherfuckers be smoking dick, don't they?
Yeah, most likely.
Come on, fucking Spence can't even beat Canelo. He ain't even beat J-Rock. We talking about him going up 3 weight classes to fight fucking Caleb Plant. He may not be Caleb Truex.
I don't think he beat J-Rock.
He may not be
Truex. You never beat Chris Eubanks freaking Jr.
He don't beat Senior neither, not right now.
No, but he can beat his brother though. Did his brother actually lose to a guy that had 16 losses and 0 wins?
Bro, I seen that shit, bro.
Yo, do you think he should retire?
Yeah, you see, and you see Schwarzenegger got drop kicked.
What you say?
You see Arnold Schwarzenegger got drop kicked in Africa?
Nah.
All over the place, bro. Go look that shit up.
I gotta look at that.
He says Spence beat J-Rock easy. Fuck us out of here. How about Spence versus Irvin Hall? Who you got? Spence versus Spence and David Benavidez. Who you got winning? I want to hear Irvin Hall answer that. Spence versus David Benavidez. Irvin Hall. Who win and how? Knockout, decision, split decision.
Spence in hospital.
Majority decision. Who you got? David Benavidez. Not Jose, the super middleweight David Benavidez. Irvin Hall.
You getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, he kicked the shit out of Arnold Jared. Spence destroys him. Damn, for real, bro. Yep. Guess who got destroyed out the chat room? Fuck about
you blocked him?
Yeah, I blocked the shit out that nigga.
If it wasn't he trolling?
I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He said no love.
Nah, but then again, I think he would have been serious on that.
Hold on. He said no love for Spence. I mean, you really think he gonna beat David Benavidez or motherfucking Caleb? Y'all really think he gonna go up 2 weight classes and beat them?
No, that's free with Benavidez, man.
Oh yes, junior middleweight, man, y'all crazy, bro.
Y'all find it so funny, yeah. I'm not sure if the whole Spence being the guy that can beat people all the way from 147 to 75 is like a joke, or people are serious, man. Because I can't tell no more.
I don't think he beat J-Rock, bro. But I'm that's debatable. That's debatable.
I don't think he can beat Charlo.
What the fuck is a dual 4-shock USB wireless adapter? What does that motherfucker do for PS4? I don't even know what the fuck
do not know.
He say play wireless us for the PC and Mac. It's for PC and Mac.
Oh, okay.
It came on my Amazon thing. They got all this shit like I still got a PlayStation. They got this rechargeable deck, and then it got a thing to carry your games on top. If that shit was for
nice.
I buy that shit.
Nice.
They got a new Nintendo 3DS XL dash Super Nintendo Classic plus that motherfucker got Super Mario Kart for Super Nintendo. That bitch $242, bro, with all that shit in there. That shit dope, though. That shit dope. I'm about to go broke on this bitch. Let me get the fuck off Amazon. Amazon will break your fucking pockets. For real. Amazon will break your pocket. Let me get off here, man. I'm gonna get in the shower and shit, man. I already got the link, bro. I might go live for the water fight. I'll probably not. I don't know.
All right, man.
All right, bro.